What's up, guys? Coach Lucas here. Today, I want to talk to you about how to handle high pressure games, how to handle high pressure situations. This is common for players when they're playing in a championship game or a playoff match, or they're playing in a significant match, in an important match. It's not uncommon for players to feel the pressure here, to feel the nerves. Um, Quite often in preparing for this match, coaches are talking about the match, players are talking about the match, parents are talking about the match, and so it makes it a big deal. And sometimes in these situations, players can find themselves really making a bigger deal about the match than they need to. When I talk to players about this, I tell them a couple things. And the first thing is for them to think about their long-term goal, think about their vision. And when they can start looking at their ultimate goal, their long-term vision for their soccer careers, it starts to properly place this event in its appropriate position. So when they can see ahead of the event, when they can see their long term goal, they start to be able to take this event off the pedestal and put it in a place where they can now understand that this is just a stepping stone to help them get to where they want to go. And that's important. When they can put this big match into a place where they're understanding that it's just a stepping stone. It's an opportunity. It's a learning opportunity for them to get to where they want to go ultimately. That makes it so much easier to digest and to so much easier to take on. So that's important. So taking it off the pedestal, thinking about the vision, thinking about the long-term goal, appropriately positioning this big event into its proper place and looking at it as an opportunity, a learning opportunity. This mental positioning is really, really important. Okay. The second thing that I already kind of mentioned, that's important, is understanding that at every level there's another level. Okay. So I tell players who are playing in let's say they're playing in a high school varsity championship match, like a high school state varsity championship match. I tell them, like, look, this competition, this level of play is how it's going to be at the college level every single game, every single match. So at the college level is like a high school state championship every single match that you play. Then at that level, at the college level, and let's say a national final at the college level, that's what it's like at the professional level every single match. So at the college national game, that's what it's like to play at a professional level every single match. Then at the professional level, in those championship games, that's what it's like to play a national level friendly. You see, so every time you get to a level, there's another level to be had. And a good example of this is Antoine Griezmann. I forget what year it was, but he was in a Champions League final with Atletico Madrid. I think this was before he joined Barcelona. And I believe he was playing against Real Madrid in a Champions League final. And he had a PK, and he missed the PK. And Real Madrid won. Atletico lost, his team lost, and he had missed a PK. And I show this to players because for a lot of players can relate to this, the devastation of the feeling of missing in such a big important match. And what happened was, I think it was like 8 months later. I don't think it was more than a year later. Antoine's playing in a World Cup final with France, and in the World Cup final with France, here he is with another PK. This was in the first 30 or 40 minutes of the match, and he scores that PK. And now France wins the World Cup. So what was once this pinnacle, this pedestal, this pinnacle situation where he has a PK in a Champions League final and he misses. Devastation. Yes, it looks from the outside like he blew the highest possible situation. This was actually a stepping stone, a learning opportunity for him to prepare for a level even higher, which was the World Cup final. If players learn this, if players understand this, they can start looking at these situations as learning opportunities and not making it such a big deal. In addition to this, what your player should do and what you should encourage your player to do is to remove any emotional attachment to the result of this match. If they can remove their emotional attachment to the result, it'll allow them to put their energy and their focus and the concentration into the present moment in each moment of the match as it comes. So it's not about winning the match, it's about winning the present moment and focusing on what do you need to do in each moment, in each play as it comes. Don't focus about on what's ahead and start contemplating what's going to happen here, what's going to happen there if we win and we lose, blah blah blah, and playing out those scenarios, but instead taking that mental energy and bringing it into the present moment and having that concentration into winning now, winning the play right here, right now. And that might be in preparation leading up to the match. What do we need to do to prepare well? What do we need to do right here, right now to prepare the best for the match? It might be in warm ups. What do I need to do right here, right now in warm ups to take care of my body and prepare my body for the match? So, keeping the mind in the present moment will allow them to execute and make the most of this opportunity. Your player has to believe that they're going to win. So, it's really conflicting, but it's very important that they understand that they should not be emotionally attached to the result, but they have to have full 150% belief that they're going to win. 150% belief that they're going to win while keeping their concentration on the present moment. So full belief, but concentration is fully on the present moment. Okay? And then the final thing, which is really, really important here, is that in these types of matches, championship matches, playoff matches, the best way for players to remove the nerves is to focus on supporting their teammates. Focus on the present moment and take care of their body, taking care of themselves to prepare most adequately, but showing up and serving the people around you, showing up and being there for the teammates. If your player can show up in big time matches and be there 100% for the people around them, they're going to play flawlessly. They're going to play great. If they're not focusing so much on themselves, on their achievement, and instead focusing on supporting the people around them, they're not even going to have those nerves. They're not even going to have that feeling of pressure because they're there to support. So if your player can break down these things and implement these things into their championship matches and their playoff matches and their big moment matches, this is what it's all about. This is what they train for. This is what they prepared for. And in having this understanding, having these things in place will allow your player to not feel the pressure and to perform at their best in these types of environments. So, hope you found this valuable. I hope you share this with your player. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you guys. Take care.